What'd you ask Santa for?
A puppy and $1 million.
Is that how Santa works?
I don't know. I keep trying.
You just ask for $1 million every year, and then one day he's going to give it to you.
Exactly.
Has it worked so far?
No.
Well, it's probably because you've been naughty.
I try not to be naughty.
Do you?
I do.
I think maybe you have to try harder because Santa, he's given me what I ask for.
What do you ask for?
A mango.
I brought you a mango.
It happened, didn't it?
Okay.
Santa works in mysterious ways.
You're right.
Has anybody given you $1 million?
No.
Okay, well, so I guess it's not working. Guess you have to be a little nicer.
Okay. I'll be nicer.
Well, if you asked for a Christmassy themed podcast for Christmas, you know what? We're delivering early. Here it is.
Oh.
It's still November, but we're doing our first Christmas episode because I was going to say it's going to be light on Christmas, but it's not.
No.
The first half is heavy on Christmas. The second half's light. Well, welcome to a kind of Christmassy episode of I Love This, You Should Too.
'Tis the season to be jolly.
Tis. My name is Jolly Indy Randhawa, and with me is my lovely co-host, Samantha, the millionaire Randhawa.
I'm not a millionaire.
No, just wishful millionaire.
I'm an aspiring millionaire.
Yeah, you know what? Me too.
Yeah.
It's a multi-hundredaire.
Yep, that's me.
Well, today we are getting into Christmassy stuff because we are going to do what's become a tradition the last 3 years, I think. We are going to share some of our favorite Christmas songs for your Christmas playlist. And then I get to pick our first holiday big watch, but it's not going to be all that holiday, I think.
We're going to ease in.
Yes. Well, we're going to go in hard first.
Okay.
Then we'll ease in. Samantha, what is your first Christmassy song of the year?
Well, this should be a staple on everybody's list. I really loved Jack Johnson in the early, or I guess late 2000s. And he came out with a Christmas album with some of his pals. And he did a cover of Someday at Christmas. And it is honestly one of my favorite Christmassy, like kind of low key. It's kind of quiet, and I felt like it has a good message for what we're hoping for this Christmas season.
And someday at Christmas there will be no wars when we have learned what Christmas is for. When we have found out what life is really worth, then there will be peace on earth. Someday all of our dreams will come to be. Someday in a world where men are free. Maybe not in time for you or for me, but someday at Christmas time.
Of course, it was originally sung by Stevie Wonder. It was written by Ron Miller and Brian Wells, but I really like this version by Jack Johnson because it's exactly what I need this year. A good message.
So he has a whole Christmas album?
He has 3 Christmas albums that he does with a bunch of his friends.
Oh.
They're called A Brushfire Christmas. And I discovered this one in 2007 when it came out. And I did not know that there were 2 more shortly after. So I can't wait to listen to those this year.
Should we just go 2000-aughts indie Christmas?
Yeah,
let's
do
go
it.
for it. Okay, you know what? I got stuff like that. Oh, let's go with an indie darling. 2 indie darlings.
Oh, okay.
And not with a Y, with an IE. Mm-hmm. Because I'm the resident indie darling.
You really are.
Well, let's go with those darlings I was talking about. Emma Ward and Zooey Deschanel, also known as She and Him. And you know what? Let's go with Must Be Santa.
Who's got a beard that is long and white? Santa's got a beard that is long and white. Who comes around on a special night? Santa comes around on a special night. Special night. Beard that's white. Must be Santa. Must be Santa. Must be Santa. Santa Claus. Who's got boots and a suit of red? Santa's got boots and a suit of red. Wears a
long cap on his head.
Santa wears a long cap on his head.
Cap on head.
Suit that's red.
Special night.
Beard that's white. Must be Santa. Must be Santa. Must be Santa. Santa Claus.
So Must Be Santa was first written and recorded in 1960.
Oh.
The version that I knew before this was the Bob Dylan one, and he did one in 2009, which is pretty well known. Raffi also has a very popular version.
Bob Dylan did Must Be Santa?
Yeah, you don't know that one?
No.
Oh, I feel like I should play that. It's like a polka klezmer style one, like this is, because Must Be Santa, this is the word of the day, is a contrafactum of a German drinking song. A contrafactum is when you take the music of something and you're like, well, I'm just going to put my own lyrics in there, which is what I constantly do.
There's also a lot of contrafactums just generally in Christmas music.
Yeah.
There's a lot of songs that get remade into Christmas lyrics from
Taking care of Christmas.
Yeah, exactly.
But this was a German drinking song, and then Hal Moore and Bill Frederick wrote in the Must Be Santa lyrics in the 60s and made this. And in the Dylan version, he put in several United States presidents along with the list of reindeer. And then in this version, she and him, they continued it, but they added in Barack Obama. And this was recorded in the summer of 2016, and they put in Hillary Clinton because, like, there's no way she's going to lose to someone like Donald Trump, right? And then that happened. So they actually mentioned Barack Obama and Hillary Clinton as the last two presidents in the song, which makes me kind of sad every time I hear it. And she and him, if you're not familiar, they're an American duo. It's Zooey Deschanel, who's probably more famous from TV and movies, but she does vocals, piano, and ukulele, as all hipster girls of the early 2000s played. And M. Ward, who is a folk musician who has a very extensive discography. And their first album was just called Volume 1 that came out in 2006. And I love that album. I listened to that album so much that year. And they have two Christmas albums. This was from their second one called Christmas Party and was released in 2016.
It's a fabulous album.
It is. I think I like the first one better, but they're both fun.
I don't know that I can differentiate them because I feel like you play them both kind of concurrently.
Sure.
So their Christmas work is wonderful, is all I'll say.
So let's hear some more wonderful Christmas work. What's your second song?
We're going to stay in the early 2000s.
In 2000s indie, that's what we're doing.
Yeah.
So I'm coming up with another one right now.
So this is also indie music because it is a Canadian singer-songwriter. Megan Smith did a version, wrote an original song called It Snowed. She released it in 2009. She remastered and released it in 2011 when she released her Christmas album. And it's got this like old-timey big band feel with a horn section and some piano and some guitar. It's more of a winter song, but the arrangement makes it feel very Christmassy. And it's nice because it's not like aggressively like Christmas. It doesn't like force it on you. And it makes me feel in the holiday spirit.
It snowed, it snowed. It snowed last night. Everything is sparkling with diamond light. The road is buried 4 feet high. Honey, let's play hooky 'cause it snowed last night.
And just looking here, the first version was with Jill Barber and Rose Cousins as well.
Yeah.
Oh,
Which
maybe I should have played that one.
a lot of Canadian singer-songwriter fame there. I really love this one. Her whole album, Sounds of the Season, is also really great. But this is like one that kind of stands out to me. It's just very wintry And I feel like when it snows, then I get excited for Christmas. So it's a gateway to the Christmas season.
It's a gateway song.
It's a gateway song.
Gotcha.
What's your final song of the season?
Well, I'm going with the theme that we have created on the fly.
Mm-hmm.
So my last song is Just Like Christmas from the band Low.
On our way from Stockholm, it started to snow, and you said it was like Christmas, but you were wrong. Wasn't like Christmas at all. By the time we got to Oslo, the snow was gone, and we got lost. The beds were small, but we felt so young. It was just like Christmas. It was just
So
like
this is a very atypical song for Low. I listened to him a lot in that time frame we're talking about in the early 2000s. I loved Things We Lost in the Fire and Trust. They are a band from Minnesota, and they're like a really sweet and ultimately sad story because it's a couple. They ended up getting married. They put out, 13 albums, had 2 kids. They were together since they were like preteens. They grew up together. They got married. They had this band. There would be a rotating third member often that played bass. It's Mimi Parker, who does drums and vocals, and Alan Sparhawk, who does guitar and vocals. And they make a kind of music that's often called slowcore because it is slow.
Slow and loud.
Incredibly slow and very sad. And, when you're a 20-year-old university student, you love that kind of music, or at least I did.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
So that's what they usually make, and this has got to be the fastest song they've ever made. Even their Christmas album, because they have a whole Christmas album, it is incredibly slow.
It is very slow.
Because that's what they do, and most of their Christmas music is religious, because I think they're very religious. Well, it seems that way, at least from the music. Sadly, Mimi Parker passed away in 2022.
Oh, no.
And that was the end of the band because it's a couple, right? And this song is really sweet, especially in retrospect. If you listen to the words, and there's very few words, it's something like 12 lines, this entire song. And it's about touring in Scandinavia and how someone says, hey, it's like Christmas. And she's like, this isn't like Christmas. And what they end up doing when they get to Oslo, another town that has a special place in my heart, they went around and they just had a good time. And it reminded them of when they used to do this when they were young. And she says, and that felt just like Christmas. So it wasn't the snowy Scandinavia, because by the time they got to Oslo, the snow was gone, as the line goes. But then when they have this fun time in a new city with someone you love, and it feels like it did so many years ago, it was just like Christmas.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, I actually haven't been listening to Low nearly as much, so I only realized that Mimi Parker passed away just this last week. She passed away in 2022. I didn't learn about it until just now. So now the lyrics of that song feel real different, I guess.
Oh, I'm
I
so
guess
sorry
it's so
for
sweet.
your loss.
It's so sweet, and it's a happy song from a band that does not make a lot of happy music. So
I was going to say those Jingle Bells really up the tempo.
Yeah, yeah.
That seemed very upbeat in comparison to the rest of it.
For context, this is the next song on that album, which is still a Christmas song.
We've come so far, we follow the star, heading
So that's their song about about the wise men. So I know that is a very acquired taste. I love low, but if you don't like the slow one, there's Just Like Christmas for a nice, quick, festive jaunt.
I love a quick festive jaunt. I also love a long festive jaunt.
Yeah.
Which is what the season of Christmas is to me. So, Indy, it is time to reveal the first Christmas watch of the year.
We are going to be watching the 1960 comedy, The Apartment.
Okay.
I haven't seen The Apartment in quite a few years, but I do remember A Christmas Party being a big part of it. And just looking here on the IMDb, the categories in order are dark comedy, farce, feel-good romance, holiday comedy, holiday romance. I don't know how Christmassy it's gonna be, but it's definitely in that realm. I'm assuming you've never heard of this movie before?
I haven't. I'm interested. I mean, all of those descriptors seem great.
I really love this movie. It is directed by Billy Wilder, who you might know from such movies as Sabrina, the Audrey Hepburn movie, Some Like It Hot, Sunset Boulevard. I'm pretty sure we've done one of his movies. Did we do Sunset Boulevard? No, we did Double Indemnity.
We did.
Yes, he directed that as well. So he is a very talented director who's done, I don't have it in front of me, but he must have won quite a few Oscars, I assume. Oh, look at here, it says, won 6 Oscars.
Wow, that's a lot of Oscars for one person.
Yeah, so he's great. He passed away in 2002 because most of his movies were in the 50s and 60s. It stars Shirley MacLaine, who I think you might know, and even if you don't know the name, you might see her and be like, oh yeah, I've seen stuff with her.
I know who she is, yeah.
She was in things like Steel Magnolias later in life, Terms of Endearment, The Trouble with Harry.
Oh, she was in Bewitched. That's how I know her. The remake with Nicole Kidman and Will Ferrell.
Right. She was in The Children's Hour, which is a underappreciated Audrey Hepburn movie. Around the World in 80 Days when she was quite young. The Matchmaker, Ask Any Girl, a bunch of stuff. And also stars Jack Lemmon, who I also really like. The three of them, I like so much of the things that they have done. Jack Lemmon later in his life was in a very good version of Glengarry Glen Ross, so people might know him from that, but also Some Like It Hot, The China Syndrome.
I've never seen Glengarry Glen Ross, but I know my dad was in a play version of it.
I love that movie. I think it's great. He's also in JFK, The Front Page, and I think probably most well known for The Odd Couple.
Oh, okay.
He's the clean, fastidious one.
I haven't seen The Odd Couple, so I don't know who the clean, fastidious one is. But I recognize his face. I'm looking at him on Google right now.
All right. It also stars Fred MacMurray, who was a big name at the time, but maybe someone you don't know?
Yeah, I don't feel like I know really anyone in this movie other than Shirley MacLaine, but
yeah, it was the 60s. It was before our time. I love a lot of movies of this era though, and this one is definitely a standout. The plot surrounds a apartment that Jack Lemmon's character has, and that other people, friends, coworkers of his are using for lascivious reasons.
Ooh.
And they're kind of using him too, it seems like.
Can't trust your friends.
It's kind of about corporate stuff, but it's mostly about affairs. It's about relationships between men and women, but I think it's ultimately a love story. It's comedy first, I would argue. It has so many great quotes. I haven't seen it in, 20 years, but I still remember when you're in love with a married man, you shouldn't wear mascara. That's a good one, and that's the way it crumbles, cookie-wise. It was a very successful movie. It was nominated for... It won Best Picture and Best Director. It was nominated for Best Actor, Best Actress, and Best Supporting Actor. It won Best Screenplay, Best Art Direction, and Film Editing. and was nominated for a couple of other ones. So it did very well in the Oscars. It was the last black and white film to win Best Picture until The Artist a couple of years ago.
Right.
Which is a movie that I thought at the time, like, this is fun. I think it'll ultimately be forgotten. And I think it's already ultimately forgotten.
I really forgot about it.
Did you ever see it?
No.
No, it was a silent black and white movie.
But I remember
like nerds like me watched
that
it.
Everyone was like, how did that sweep the Oscars?
Yeah.
But also people were like, of course it swept the Oscars. It was brilliant.
It's my biggest take at the time was like, oh, no one's going to remember this in a while.
Yeah.
Not that it was good nor bad. It's just like, this is going to be forgotten soon.
Yeah.
And it was.
A flash in the pan.
I guess, but it was... Oh, I'm gonna just get into it. Like, they appreciate it because it's a love letter to cinema, and if you I don't think the movie is very self-important, but I feel like people who watched it are self-important, and they're like, yes, this speaks to me. So,
right.
But we're not talking about The Artist. We're talking about The Apartment. There is a Christmas party that is, I think, important to the plot, and it takes place over the holiday season. So I'm going to say that's why it's in here. And it was just a matter of time before I picked this movie because I think it is brilliant. I think it's a very good movie. I think you will like this one.
I'm excited.
I don't know if you're going to love it, but I do think you'll really like it.
I'm looking at a picture of the three main characters wearing hats, and it seems fun.
And if you are looking up anything, don't, because I thought, hey, remember how we used to do trailers? And I thought rather than explain about this, I'll just do a little trailer. The original trailer for this starts with the last line of the movie.
What? That's
And
like
it's like-
the
it's a-
number one rule of making a trailer.
It is an important scene that wraps things up, and it's the first scene in the trailer.
No.
And then they made some like newer trailers, but it just gives everything away. So don't look at anything. And movies of the 60s, we might think, well, like, well, it's the 60s romance. It's very different from now. This movie, people who did hate it, and many people hated it, said, oh, this is such a filthy, filthy movie. And if you watch what was considered a filthy mainstream movie in the 60s, and you watch it now, you're like, oh, yeah, that's just kind of, they dared to present real life is what they did. So I'm not going to talk anymore. It is called The Apartment. It's from 1960. It's a longer runtime than I usually bring at 2 hours. So go watch it. What did we used to do on these? We'd go like, oh, what are your thoughts? What do you think? Do we do predictions? That's what we used to do. I don't think we do that anymore.
No, because everything is a spoiler now.
Yeah.
Right? Like, it's so hard. So Wicked Part 2 has not come out yet, and I don't know when this is coming out, so it probably has already come out. But I have not actually watched a trailer for this movie yet because I'm so worried that it's going to give a bunch of stuff away. And Living in the World is also just going to give a bunch of stuff away. So I'm like really trying to avoid stuff. And so I feel like it makes sense that we've moved away from trailers because, yeah, a bad trailer can just like, you may as well just not watch the movie anymore then.
Or now, just like the standard trailers give everything away.
Yes, exactly. So I am excited to see this. I think a 60s movie it sounds fun. We haven't done a black and white movie in a while, and I am excited.
So it's not on any of the big streaming services for free, but it is available to rent on most of them. But if you have Hoopla, which is free with your library card, you can get access and watch it for free on Hoopla. Also, you can rent it from a library. They did a restoration not too long ago, and there's a very good Blu-ray out there. We're going to watch that one. But go watch it on Hoopla. It's free. Why not? Hoopla itself is free, so you don't even have to pay for anything you see on there.
Support your local library, folks.
That too. Well, maybe we should just go watch The Apartment.
Let's go.
We'll talk all about it next time.
Bye, everyone.
Goodbye.
Ho, ho, ho.